But first tonight, after more than a year of research, Charlottesville Area Transit has a plan to become a zero-emission fleet by 2040. Now City Council will need to decide how it wants to proceed.
Our Maggie Glass has more on what the proposal looks like. She's live in the newsroom with our top story at 10. Hi, Maggie.
Casey, the general consensus is that transitioning city buses to clean energy is something the city wants. But what type of fuel is best and how to implement this is still up for discussion.
I want us to become as clean, but I also want us to be paid attention to providing this region with fast, frequent, reliable transportation.
Charlottesville Area Transit Director Garland Williams says he thinks the city can do both. The plan is to pilot 2 fuel types. This means purchasing 2 battery electric vehicles in 2024 and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles in 2027.
In case something doesn't work, we'll always have some source to rely on and have some semblance of transit.
But not everyone is sold on using both fuel types. Councilors Brian Pinkston and Michael Payne both raised concerns over hydrogen fuel cells.
I just have a hard time seeing the technology, which is much newer than even battery electric buses, developing in this timeline.
Electricity is a lot easier to get in my mind than hydrogen.
Another part of the plan is to add more buses and expand services, something Mayor Juan Diego Wade says is a top priority amongst riders.
We want the frequency.
CAT Director Williams says this too will help the city reach its emission goals.
It has an environmental impact by just getting people out of their automobile, period.
The timeline for when people will get out of their cars and onto that bus, and if that bus will use clean energy, was another issue raised in response to CAT's plan.
2 electric buses for some unknown time period while we buy many more diesel buses is crazy.
Also on tonight's agenda was a request from City Manager Sam Sanders to buy a $4 million property in Belmont. Sanders says it will be for, quote, future use for permanent affordable housing. Council decided that will go on the consent agenda for its February 5th meeting. Live in the newsroom, Maggie Glass, 29 News at 10.